Will,
Yes.
I have terrible news.
What?
I have awful, rotten news, Will.
Okay.
We were so wrapped up in the glory and the splendor and the pomp and circumstance of the Andy King episode that we fully missed 420. It passed us right by. We didn't even know. And here's the thing. That doesn't seem like a huge deal, right? Because we've missed 420 before. And we could have just done it the next episode, but we didn't. We missed it. And that's not,
Right.
not that big a deal, right?
Yeah, our history.
Wrong.
Oh,
It's a very big deal, Will.
okay, I'm sorry.
The opportunity that we missed, Will. Do you know what number episode last episode was, Will?
What?
Guess, Will. What do you think it might be? Imagine if we... What number do you think it would have been funny to do the 420 episode on, Will? What number episode would have been so fucking good to do the 420 episode on? What number? Just pick a number that you think would be funny to do the 420 episode on.
5012.
Oh, you're close a little bit. You're close. It was 69, Will.
I know. I just
We
didn't
missed
feel like
420. We could have done the 420 69 special, and we didn't. It just went right by us.
Actually, that's really sad.
It is. I was so upset when I found out.
We were very close.
I was upset when I found out that we missed the 69th episode, and then when I realized it could have also been the 420 episode, I crawled into a hole.
Dude, that's fucked up. We're not gonna have another chance to do something like that. Like decades.
It literally will never happen again. The 69th episode has passed. The next cool one is the 420th episode.
Right, and that's a very long time from
like
now.
10 years or something.
I don't know how many weeks are in a year and how many years we're gonna have to do that for. I don't have the math in my brain.
It would be a lot.
That's what that actually is that's a bummer. I at first I was like, yeah, well, that's not that
that's
big
the thing.
of a deal, but no, it kind of is.
Missing the 69th episode, fine. Missing 420, fine. Passing on 420-69 is an immeasurable loss.
That's a career.
It's
like a major career flub.
It's so fucked up. It's like really fucked up.
We left cash on the table,
we
dude.
left money on the we could be selling t-shirts right now. Imagine we could have had there would have been at least one decent t-shirt from the 420-69 episode. It wouldn't have even mattered. I just could have had a t-shirt celebrating the fact that we had a 420-69 episode. Wouldn't fucking matter what was on it. Like
and the really fucking sad thing is that my first thought to that is, I'm sure plenty of podcasts have already had a 69 420 thing. Like, that's not that crazy.
It's like stars literally aligned.
Yeah, the stars aligned, and we went,
and we just didn't even notice.
Fucking Christ, dude.
We didn't notice. We're out there fucking searching for Bigfoot, and he's our camera guy in a fucking costume. He's fucking operating the fucking sonar or whatever in a mustache, which is crazy because you think you would need more than a mustache to hide Bigfoot.
No, but we're fucking idiots, apparently.
But that's the thing. That's why it's such an apt metaphor.
420-69 didn't even need a mustache.
No, it didn't.
There was no disguise.
It was right there. It was right in front of us.
See it. That's it. Yeah. That's actually really, you know what? I feel like I no longer feel confident that we're qualified to be podcasters. I feel like that's really just like leaving a lot out.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna compensate this episode by getting high as shit.
Okay.
And
I'll compensate by putting my dick in your mouth and sucking yours.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That way we'll have 420 and 69.
Right. And it's not going to be the same.
No.
It's not going to be the same.
No, but it'll be pretty good.
It's not going to be. I almost don't want to suck your dick, if I'm being honest. It's like, it kind of spoils it for me.
Well, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
There won't be one.
Fuck.
There's never going to be a next time.
You're never going to suck my dick on the podcast again?
This was your one shot. This is one you shot to get me fucking liquored up on weed, and and then we suck each other off.
Fuck, man.
Finally, we suck each other off.
Give the fucking fans what they want.
And now it's just going to be another fucking 10 years of intense sexual tension.
insufficient laughs. You know, because we're just gonna be we're like I feel like our job is to make funny.
Yeah.
Right. What we had it was on a silver fucking platter to us.
Yeah.
You know,
this was our only opportunity to bust. It's not happening outside
now.
of this.
We will never be successful podcasters.
Right.
Never.
Or just come.
We'll never come.
No.
We'll never come again.
No, this was our one opportunity to come. Anyway, I feel like I ruined it with that.
Here's the thing, is that like it already sucked.
Yeah,
it was already a joke about 420 and 69.
Yeah, it was already a joke. It was already us sucking each other off.
I just mean like the from the get go,
right.
It was an Elon Musk joke. Like we started with an Elon Musk tweet and went from there.
Yeah,
you know, and so like you didn't kill it, you know, any more than like you're. Like grave robbers kill what they dig
I would
up.
like to think that I took a piece of chicken that was we thawed it out 2 days ago when we probably should have cooked it by now. But I think given what I had, I made a pretty nice stir fry out of it.
Yeah.
But then I put a little bit too much gochujang in it, and now it's just
too much. What?
It's a Korean spice.
Ah, okay.
And now it's too spicy.
You ever wake up and your tongue hurts?
Yeah, well, I wake up hurting a lot. What's going on with your tongue though?
It just hurts.
Just hurts?
It feels like I burned it, but like I didn't even eat anything hot.
Oh, that's
that's
interesting.
Yeah. Anyway,
maybe
a firefly climbed into my mouth while I was sleeping.
Look, I'm gonna be fully honest with you. There was a period of my life where I was like, Will's just like a little bit of a hypochondriac, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But as seems to always be the case, all of your fears are completely valid and true. It's like everything you've ever worried about, no matter how irrational, is actually really destroying your body. So who knows? Maybe your tongue is crazy. Maybe there's something fucking weird happening with your tongue. I don't know.
My fucking, like I said, my orthopedist looked at my MRIs and told me it was bullshit. He said, "This is bullshit." He basically said, like, this is serious. Your spinal cord is doing crazy shit, dog.
This is my job, and I'm like, yours is weird.
Yeah. And then he gave me heroin. He said, we're skipping right over the Vicodin for this one. We're just going straight to heroin.
Has he given you anything interesting?
No.
Okay.
No, he gave me a little back brace.
Yeah. I saw your Kung Fu Action power belt.
It does look like a Kung Fu Action power belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like if I pull a cord on it, I'll turn into a Megazord.
Which it is kind of a powerful look.
Yeah.
I feel like
a very frail look.
Right. I feel like, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of being nice, and I convinced myself I wasn't lying in my head. But you're right. It is kind of. There is no way I would look at that and be like, that guy is a Power Ranger.
It's funny. I used to play shows at a lot of like senior living communities.
Yeah.
Surrounded by Power Rangers. Every show there'd be at least one Power Ranger being like, "Where am I right now?" And then she'd Mighty Morph or something.
It's more machine than man.
People keep telling me that the cane is a powerful look.
The cane is a powerful look.
I'm not sure it is, honestly. Like, people keep saying that it looks cool, and I'm just like, please stop thinking it looks cool. I don't want to be the guy.
Once you have one prominent white hair, and you're gonna freak out about it. But once you're done freaking out about it, the cane's gonna be fucking incredible for you.
I don't know, man.
Just like a little bit like a white streak atop the cross of your head and that fucking cane.
In my coat and hat,
yeah,
I look like I wander the London fog at night.
Dude.
I don't want to look like a
How is that not something you want? Because
I want to
sounds up your alley.
Because I want to be like, I don't know, like attractive.
People are into that. Is it just like a normal cane?
Yeah.
Just like you're not gonna get.
No.
Okay.
I knew where you were going.
Just like a rat skull, or
right?
like
Yeah, no,
just like
I'm not gonna
or like
turn
it's
it into
like
a fashion statement.
just like a Beetlejuice kind of white and black swirl going up it.
No, no, it's a medical device. So so no hidden blade, no giant jewel.
No hidden blade.
No hidden blade.
Why?
No big jewel.
Give me one good reason.
All right, you know what? Actually, I can think of plenty of good reasons why I might want a hidden blade in my regular life. So maybe I'll get a hidden blade, but for the most part, I'm buying CVS fucking adjustable canes.
Okay, just as you don't have to take the hidden blade cane out every day. Just if you're going out on the town, if you're going out, for a night in the city with your special someone, you're getting all dressed up, and you're going to be doing a lot of walking. Maybe get the fucking blade cane with the rat skull on it.
Yeah,
and you could break out the fucking fedora.
I think I'll probably find a nice happy medium between blade cane with a big rat skull on top and tennis ball on the bottom. So I'll find a happy medium somewhere in there.
Try it. Look me in the eye and tell me that if I bought you a blade cane with a rat skull, you wouldn't be fucking psyched about it.
I'm not.
You're a liar. You would be excited.
I'd be excited to have it as decoration in my house.
No, I don't think you would use it every day.
No, I wouldn't use it ever.
No, I don't think you would. But I think you would be sick, dude. And I think you would use it sometimes. I think you would get brave every now and then.
I don't think so.
Mm?
No.
Well, that's rude. I got you this gift, and you're not even going to take it out once.
I
got you a fucking blade cane with a rat skull. That sounds expensive. I'm not super liquid right now,
All
Will.
Right,
it was a bad investment for me to get you this cane. Just wear it out once.
All right, fine.
Take one fucking Instagram photo with it. Okay, is that hard?
I'll probably I can do that, and maybe if you and I go out, I'll use it.
It would make me happy if you were to use it on your own, but fine.
Let's keep this. I just don't. I feel like I haven't gotten my teeth in the meat of the podcast yet. I feel like I'm still I don't know, fucking peeling the orange that is this juicy show that we have. I'm getting my thumbs in the peel, and I can't get through. I just have a little bit of orange goop on my fingernails.
Right.
And
kind
I have zest underneath my fingernails.
That's sort of that orange oil.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm getting a little bit in, but I can't break through. And I feel like if I don't find the right grip on the peel, I'm gonna just push my thumb right through the orange, and it's gonna be gross. Like when you ever have that, you push your thumb right between the ass cheeks of the orange slices. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And because you're trying to open it, you put too much force in, and you just mush right into the orange.
It mushes it, and it kind of is well, there's there's a balance, right? And I'm sure I'll figure out what this is a metaphor for eventually. Mm-hmm. But if you can shove your thumb in there and not squish any of the stuff, it's oh my, I'm Jesus. I'm incredible right now. If you can just slide it in and separate.
I'm just not confident I can do that.
Right. I don't know what that means is the thing. I don't know how this applies to what we're talking about. You described something unpleasant. Actually, I'm sometimes that's nice though.
No, I think you're right.
Okay.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I've been trying to go about this by getting into the meat of the podcast delicately, gently, deftly, and with grace and poise. But instead, I gotta fucking jam my thumbs in it.
You gotta take the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I need to hold the podcast down.
Okay.
And shove my thumb inside.
Okay. Well, yeah.
that's
yeah,
what?
dude.
What?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna let you keep this energy up.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna I'm also gonna kind of act as bumpers on,
Look. I'm just saying I need to dominate the podcast.
Honestly, I'm still thinking about you mounting the podcast.
I'm wondering what does the podcast look like.
Honestly, it's just the podcast app symbol. It's just a square with a P on it, and you're just fucking it.
Okay,
you're just on that thing.
Okay, I was just trying to picture what would the podcast look like as an intimate partner. Would you smash that? And the answer is absolutely not.
No, and I feel bad about it.
Yeah,
but
I feel mean saying that. About
I would
the
feel
podcast.
mean. Yeah, because the thing is, I imagine that the podcast is physically attractive. It's like if it's a physically attractive whatever gender it is,
Uh-huh.
it's how they present themselves.
Right.
It's like they haven't bathed in a while.
Yeah.
They're white and they have dreadlocks. they're
I don't know. They'd have like a clown thing.
Yeah.
They'd have like a thing for clowns.
They would,
I don't mean like an appreciation for, circus arts. I mean like they've got like a thing.
They got like a thing for clowns. Like there's it's like somewhere equidistant between like a clown person and a gutter punk. And that's and that's not that look nothing wrong with it.
I've met a lot of really, really nice clown gutter punks.
Right. It's just
gutter clowns.
It's just not what I'm looking for now
not trying
in
to
my life.
Fuck a gutter clown right now.
We don't need to do that.
I don't want to fuck a gutter clown. And that's what this podcast is.
Okay, and so I'm glad we figured that
but the
out.
Problem
whatever
is,
we've
but the problem is that I said that
just accomplished here.
The point was for me
Yes.
to dominate this gutter clown of a podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Yeah, right. Just
so here's what we're just gonna I don't know what to do now. Because the point was to go, fuck yeah, podcast. But like that's not my type.
You know what just happened now is that the podcast, before we personified it, was just a nebulous thing that existed in between both of us.
Right.
It's just a kind of energy that happens when we record.
Mm-hmm.
But what we just did now is that we distilled that energy and projected it out into the universe and turned it into a person. And now we're looking at that person, and it's weird. It's like it's weird. It's like it feels like fucking Yoko Ono's in the room, and like, and I just I'm like, can
this
you?
podcast is ruining the podcast.
Like it's just.
Can you leave?
Right. It's kind of like.
There's this gutter clown asking me to fuck it, and I'm just like, I don't think that this is. I'm.
Man, never look in a mirror, man. You can't be looking in mirrors.
All right. So what do? How do we get across this? How do I scale this wall that I've built for myself here? We gotta stop feeding this gutter clown.
She's getting so big.
Gutter clown's
Look
getting
at the
too big.
fucking size of this gutter clown.
That's the answer, though. That's the answer.
We
need to develop an inflation fetish.
We have to fucking inflation kink this
Let's
fucking gutter clown.
This gutter
until
clown
she pops like a fucking balloon. And then the problem solves itself.
All right, so that's the answer. We pump up this gutter clown till she fucking bursts. So that's going to be our goal for this episode. Is to pump up this gutter clown.
Periodically throughout the episode, we'll check in on the gutter clown. See how fucking pumped up she is. You gotta work with what you got. Something we're always saying on this podcast. It's advice we're always giving our listeners. Is you gotta work with what you got. Right now, we got a gutter clown of a podcast, and we gotta fuck this gutter clown. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna fuck this gutter clown?
Because the gutter clown keeps getting bigger.
What are we gonna do?
How are we gonna dominate such a big gutter clown?
How did we get ourselves into this situation?
I don't know, but there's only one way out. And that's training your body to become aroused at inflation.
You gotta train your body and mind to fucking get that. Fucking.
I think what the first step is, look, I can get into anything if my partner's into it. So maybe that's the answer, you know? Like maybe we have to like develop a more intimate relationship with the gutter clown.
Now look at the gutter clown and project your partner's face onto it. How does that make you feel?
So
is that
much
better
worse.
now? Is
So
that
much
nice? Are you feeling horny? You feeling good?
Worse.
You getting horned up now?
No, I think I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Hell yeah, dude.
And now this image has been put into my mind of this inflated gutter clown with my partner's face on it, and I want to kill myself.
This is actually really bad.
There's no escaping the fact that this has happened.
Now I'm trying to imagine the gutter clown without your partner's face, and it's hard.
You get his fucking face off that gutter clown. You get that off. Get that face off.
I have no interest in the gutter clown. Don't worry.
It feels disrespectful. We're moving on. We're wiping my partner's face off this gutter clown, and we're replacing it with, I don't know,
immediately
a gutter clown face.
Honestly, the first thing that came to my mind was Chester Cheetah. And that doesn't mean anything. That's just random neurons firing in my brain. But like sometimes God gives you a gift and you just have to accept it.
Honestly, I'm more into it now.
It's actually, now it's kind of like,
okay,
because now he seems fun. Now he seems like he's gonna be like, it's like, you know what it is? And this is, I don't know what this says about me, But I think it's easier to fuck him now that he's Chester Cheetah, because now it's like, okay, well, now this is funny.
Right.
It's like, well, now I can fuck him as a bit.
Well, before the gutter clown was just kind of sad.
Right. But now that it's Chester Cheetah, it's like, okay, let's fucking party. This is like, now we're like, so, now this isn't real anymore. It's fine.
But I think it's accurate still.
Right.
I think that's still the spirit of the podcast.
Right.
And that's how we're gonna.
That's the thing. It's like you think it's you think it's a moderately attractive gutter clown, but then from the back, and then he like fucking looks over his shoulder.
Yeah. What do you say we fuck this clown?
Let's just get right onto
wildcat
it.
Clown.
He's just standing there, and like I think he's down.
We have to inflate.
He hasn't said a single word.
No,
he's just been kind of smiling at us knowingly,
drumming his fingers on the table,
and he's got the sunglasses on, so he's really hard to read.
Yeah, we can't tell where or what he's looking at.
No, he's kind of just his face is kind of equidistant between us, so it could be either one.
Who knows who he likes more?
Right, exactly. It's like which one? Who's he gonna pick? And how are we going to know when he does?
Who's going to start off? Which one of us is going to be the first to
fucking
pop the cherry on this inflatable cheetah gutter clown?
God, the metaphor has gotten so intense.
We got to pump him up first. We got to develop a taste for inflation, and then we got to pump him up. And then we got to jam our thumbs in.
Well, I think, do we want to literally, let's see, what do you think it would take for you to get into inflation?
Probably.
Let's just fucking do it. Let's just fucking do this, dude. What would it take?
All right. I'll just
let's try to like let's that's a good direction for the podcast. Let's try to get Will into inflation.
All right.
I'm going to take devil's advocate position, and that inflation is good, and I'm confident enough in my own brain that I can argue that inflation is sexy.
All right. I'm going to Google inflation Chester Cheetah.
Oh. Ugh. Oh yeah. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Look at okay, but like look at how but but you're focusing on the wrong stuff. Look at how confident he is.
He's not wearing his sunglasses.
He's got his sunglasses up on his forehead. Look at the it's all about energy. See, in so many inflation kink illustrations, I've noticed. They always kind of
you've seen
in the many I've seen in my extensive research. They often kind of take a submissive position.
True.
They're a little bit they're coy. They're like, "Oh no, I'm so big," you know?
Right.
Not this guy. This guy is owning it.
He is.
This guy is a fucking fat king, and he's loving his life. And you should be attracted to that.
Showing off his big black nipples. Why are his nipples black?
Huge black nipples.
You know
what? He looks like zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. He looks powerful.
You know, it's all a very good point. Mm-hmm. And I want the listeners to know that I imagine that plenty of you think that we're sitting at a desk when we record this podcast. No. I think plenty of you probably think we're sitting at a desk, or we're sitting at, I think you're probably picturing a big desk and we're on either side of it, and that there's a screen up on the wall. No, we just huddled around a coffee table.
Right. Will is sitting on a couch in front of a coffee table, and I was perched next to him like a little fucking goblin. Like a fucking horny inflation goblin being like, nah, see? It's good. Don't you look at his face? It's hot.
Chris was like on... He was kneeling on the ground.
I was squatting.
Like a hungry gargoyle.
I was squatting like a Russian mobster smoking a cigarette.
And both just pointing at the laptop that I use for my daily life. So this image is now on the screen. And I think that we've done a good job preparing ourselves to do this podcast.
See, look, you can't build a Rome in a day.
No.
You're not going to glance at this photo and immediately be like, all right, I'm ready to fuck that thing.
Right.
But we got to get you there, Yeah. Little by little. You're just like, every time you look at it, just keep your mind open.
Okay.
Just look at the picture and think, what would it be like to fuck that? And when the revulsion comes in, be like, why?
So do you...
You want to do some questions?
I do. I think that's the right
I
move.
think
I'm
that's
stand
what we
back
need
up
to be
and try and
getting
get some
into.
energy in.
Let me find some questions.
I also have the Discord open if you want to answer some Discord questions.
That works too.
I don't want to read them.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
We gotta do the intro. Can you do the intro? I feel like I do the intro so often.
Ladies
I feel like
and
it gives a
gentlemen,
vibe that like this is like more my thing than yours, and it's your podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Life in the World to Come. This is a podcast about the fucking apocalypse. Okay? It's fucking look out the window. What do you see? You
It's
see
raining.
you see some rain. You see some houses. You see a fucking there's like a guy, he's delivering mail. It's all a fucking lie. It's a fucking house of cards. And if you fucking blow it on it in the wrong way, it's all going to come tumbling down. It's only a matter of time. So we're going to tell you what the fuck you're going to have to do to fucking not be a piece of shit in like a couple years or whenever when it's all over.
Because it's gonna end soon. Because the world is basically a Jenga of bones.
It's a Jenga. That's a unbelievably appropriate metaphor, William.
Thanks,
I'm glad
man.
you said it.
Thank you.
It's a Jenga made of bones.
It's a Jenga bones.
Well, this is look. The world is just a Jenga made of bones, and like you're taking the bones and you're trying to wiggle them out of the tower because you want the bones to yourself. But every time you do that, the tower is going to be a little more unstable. And in this, the bones are a metaphor for fossil fuels, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No,
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's beautiful.
It's like
man.
fossil
Found it,
fuels
dude.
are like, I don't know, like the slow and steady rise of fascism.
Yeah.
Across the world.
Hell yeah. Greed, corporate greed. I mean, I guess those are kind of the same thing.
People are trying to get their hands on these bones, and they just got to leave the bones where they are,
right? But they're not going to.
But they're not going to.
And this Jenga is going to collapse, and it's going to go from being a Jenga of bones that is a tower to the sky to 7 billion grubby little paws yanking bones out of it until it collapses like a house of cards and smushes everything.
And who's going to tell you to live in the fucking bone pile? That's right, it's your boys.
Chris Dunn.
It's Chris Dunn and fucking Will Wood, and we know we have glimpsed the secret knowledge. We have read every scroll.
We have looked.
If there's
in
a
every
scroll, we've
crystal
read
ball.
it. I own every scroll.
Chris has all the scrolls. If any of you guys were wondering where your scroll went,
at considerable personal cost.
Scrolls are expensive.
I'm fucking broke as hell, but I got a lot of scrolls.
We went to every library in the world, and Chris was like, "Give me the scrolls," and he just took them out and is not going to return them.
If you were to like actually look at my net worth, considering the cost of all my scrolls,
right,
I'd be a very wealthy man.
Technically, Chris doesn't own the scrolls because they're all library rentals.
No,
but he doesn't plan on returning them.
Well, that's the point. It's like even if I did own them, it's not. They're my scrolls, and no one else can have them.
I mean, here's
They're
the thing
for me.
about library takeouts is like you don't. Nobody's gonna come and shoot you if you don't give it back.
The fucking cops.
Right.
Just don't go to that library anymore.
Right. They're gonna if you go there, they'll charge you, but just don't go there.
Just don't go there. Every library is a store where you can get one book for free.
You could probably get more than one.
You could probably get a couple books.
You could
for free.
get every scroll in there until Chris got them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris got all the scrolls.
I got in. You gotta wake up pretty fucking early in the morning to get a scroll.
Mm-hmm. And Chris woke up very early.
I'm gonna find a question.
He's got the grind set mindset, and he took all the scrolls, and none of you get any scrolls anymore. And because Chris has read every scroll ever written, he can see the future. Just like I have gazed in every crystal ball. Together we have done every entheogenic spiritual drug, and we have also just been like smart and good at seeing things that are in the future.
I fed a bunch of scrolls into ChatGPT, and it told me some stuff about the future.
We got a question. Who's it from?
This is they don't say.
Fuck.
It says
well, then maybe we shouldn't answer if they don't have the fucking gall to tell us.
On Gmail.
It's what?
It says rat smiles on Gmail.
Rat smile. Okay. Yeah, I'd answer a question from a smiling rat.
Okay. Hi, Chris and Will.
Hello.
In the world to come, will there be prisons still? What will their purpose be if not the same as now? Why would you need a prison?
Mm-hmm.
Prisons are for societies that fucking take prisoners.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you're at a point where like you could capture someone and put them in prison, you're probably like flaying them and wearing their skin and ruining their reputation.
Right.
So like you've skipped a step, right?
Right.
You know? You just cut out the middleman.
Right. In the world to come, consequences, they'll come if you bring them.
Exactly. It's like we're looking for like, oh man, like prisons are immoral, right?
Yes.
It's like we can't be supporting the prison industrial complex, and I believe that. I'm against prisons.
Yeah.
I don't think prisons are good, but I think a one solution to that is just like expanding the death penalty.
Yep.
To just like include like just minor grievances.
Right.
You know?
Expand it to and allow anybody the right to mete it out as well.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's the world to come, where anybody can be. We can all play God a little bit.
America has been beating this drum forever. The solution to like a man with a gun is like 10 more guys with guns.
Right.
So just like give everyone a gun and free license to use it.
Right.
And we're all going to be in like a you're going to be in like a sort of like mutually assured destruction situation with everyone around you at all times. And that sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good way to live.
I think that's exactly how society should be structured.
Right, exactly.
In a way wherein
you should be afraid of everyone, and everyone should be afraid of you.
The only thing that all we need in order to prevent violence is a constant fear of violence.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The guy who invented the machine gun did it to end war, and fucking newsflash, dickheads, it worked.
Yeah. When was the last time you heard about a war?
Exactly.
When was the last time you heard about a machine gun being used to kill people?
Exactly. The last time any of us heard about a machine gun is when the guy who invented it won the Nobel Peace Prize.
The way to keep the peace in the world to come is not to make people fear the consequences of some state stepping in and enforcing some law.
Right.
It's going to be about not wanting the guy next to you to be like, yeah, fuck this guy and killing him.
Yeah.
You know? Just have knives.
Have a knife. Fucking, you you've honestly maybe like surgically graft the gun to your hand.
Yes.
Just like loop your finger through the trigger finger and lock it there.
Yep.
So that it can't move out. Smelt your fucking. Well, you need enough like you need to be able to move the trigger finger. But if you could if your palm, sure, just so that it's always there, and just kind of like walk around every day, arm extended, just kind of making wild eye contact with everyone on the street, and they're doing the same thing. And and like and just like just like every day, all day, just
right. Yes. Yes. Build yourself a little system of pulleys and levers that keep your arm upright at all times, so that you can always be in the future prison system, which is the eternal Mexican standoff with the whole of society.
Right, exactly. Wake up every morning just blind firing into the air just in case.
Right. Now you may be thinking, okay, well, is there going to be any amount of caging people up in exchange in retribution for crimes? Sure, but not as some kind of governmental system.
No.
Whoever's got the most guns makes the rules.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got the most guns and you want to put people in cages for whatever you've deemed to be criminal in your eyes, you can do that. And that's the beauty about the world to come, is that there's not going to be some arbitrarily chosen team of angry people who needed to prove to the world that they were worth something, and therefore they gave everything to become the most powerful person they could be, and decided based on ancient morality what does and doesn't go, and putting you in boxes if you fuck up. If I lost the thread of that sentence.
If you're gonna be punished for crimes, what's even the fucking point of having the world end?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the entire appeal of this whole situation.
Right.
That's why we want it to happen.
Right. That's why we're looking forward to it so much, and why we're trying to give you a little extra leg up.
There are still some states where I can't smoke weed, and so I think that the government should be on fire.
Exactly. Okay, this is an interesting question.
Yes.
Max in the Discord server asks, I know that the internet will be shit/unavailable unless you're a part of a moon colony. So I was wondering what we could do with our computers and other devices in the world to come. Will we just have them? Will we eat them and grow robot body parts? Maximus. So here's the first thing.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, this moon colony bullshit.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
He's inventing canon.
The thing is, we've definitely talked about there being moon colonies, and I'm trying to send the message, stop.
Okay.
You guys seem to be under the impression that there is a consistent canon on this show. There is not. And we've decided, as of today, there is no moon colony.
There is no moon colony.
Yeah.
But
that's all I wanted to say.
That was the only thing you had to say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Computers, internet, you eat them? Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
No. Okay.
Okay.
No, let's do this for real.
Okay, right.
We can really do this.
Okay.
What are we? Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
Internet not gonna be available.
No.
It's like fucking satellites have all crashed down to Earth. The
Yep.
fucking Ethernet cables have been dug up from the bottoms of the ocean.
Electricity is illegal.
Electricity is illegal, and
because it's dark magic. And look, there's not a lot of law enforcement going on, but there are roving bandits who call themselves the electricity police, and they will kill you for using electricity.
Right. We're going to be on bad terms with Zeus, and we don't get to have electricity anymore.
That's why the electricity police come to you, because
Right.
they are firm. They're devout worshippers of the god Zeus, who is real.
We're getting off topic.
Okay, sorry.
So the internet's going to be gone.
Yeah.
But you're still going to have these computers.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to do with that computer? You're going to be mostly using it to play CD-ROM games.
Yeah.
From like the 90s.
Yeah.
You ever play fucking Pajama Sam?
Yes. Putt.
Yes, dude.
You got fucking math blasters, bro?
Fuck yeah, I had math blasters.
You got fucking math blasters?
I had fucking math blasters. I had fucking, there was that other
Sly Fox.
Was that, what were the other ones? There was fucking oh god, Sly Fox was so
The
good.
Escape of Marvin the Ape.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's one I had. It was a book on a CD-ROM. You ever have a Magic School Bus game? I had one of those.
They're all this, and that's gonna be fucking school, my guy,
dude.
Everything you know about fucking everything that is gonna be passed on about modern society is going to be learned through recovered CD-ROMs of fucking Pajama Sam.
Yes. I don't remember anything about Pajama Sam.
It was like very surreal. It was.
I'm riffing. So you're gonna learn how to dress from Pajama Sam. You're gonna have to wear pajamas all the time.
You're gonna have to wear pajamas and a little cape.
Yep.
Because as far as you know, that's how people dressed.
Right. Exactly.
There's
a
only
lot of people's your memory's gonna be shot of life now.
All right, and that's and again like one generation after you. That's like no one who remembers what life was like.
Right.
So
exactly.
So the only point of reference is going to be Pajama Sam. And if I remember correctly, Pajama Sam is the only human in Pajama Sam. So for all you know, humans wear pajamas and a little cape.
Yep.
Yep. And cars don't wear clothes, so that's not going to be any help at all.
And most
Putt-putt's not gonna be helpful with that.
Most communication, like after your jaw gets blown off in some kind of accident or intentional thing,
right? Yeah.
You're not going to be able to talk. You're going to communicate mostly through kid pics.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of kid pics illustrations with their little stamps and their little animated things. You're going to use that to talk.
Right.
And you're going to use that to tell other people that their pajamas look like shit.
You're gonna make little erotic animations and kid pics.
Sure, man.
Because
yeah,
you don't got the internet no more.
Right.
And you're lonely.
Yeah.
And it's sad because it's just you in what was, I'm assuming, once a basement, but is now just kind of a hole. And you're
covered in beetles.
And you're covered in beetles.
Yep.
And you haven't spoken to another person in potentially years.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of doodling boobs on kid pics. You're just lonely. You're like lonelyly making a just making a
very lonely.
You're alonely making a poorly drawn MS Paint style erotic animation of what you remember boobs looking like, and not that it's important, but you're wrong. You get it pretty wrong.
A lot of you gonna look. It's not like
it's just gonna be an animation of a dog running and you're just gonna be jerking off to it like a fucking idiot.
Okay. Yeah.
I blacked out for a second. What have I been saying for the last 3 minutes?
I don't really remember where we started or where we were going. I just know that what are we doing with computers? They're the majority of how we communicate and pass down knowledge, but not through the internet, not through communication in a direct way, but through the exchange and discovery of old CD-ROM games.
Yeah, by that one company that starts with an H, because I remember their logo, but I can't remember what they were called.
Honkster Bonk.
Yeah, something like that, probably.
Yep. Honk Scromble.
Yep.
Hork.
I'm just imagining like a guy in tattered clothes in a hole playing kid pics on an exercise bike. Just
yeah.
Imagine wanting to play kid pics so badly that you're fucking charging it with body power.
Honestly, I can.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Right.
Imagine having a computer in a fucking bombed out wasteland.
Yeah.
You're gonna be getting in a lot of screen time.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have the internet. So you're going to draw some boobies on kid
You're
pics.
going to play some boobies on kid pics.
Yep.
You're going to play Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. You're going to you're going to develop a psychosexual relationship with Putt Putt.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to start thinking that Putt Putt is talking to you in your dreams.
You're going to try and marry Putt Putt.
You're going to try and marry Putt Putt.
Yep.
You're going to get the fucking rust-covered chassis of a Toyota hatchback and drag it into your basement.
Yep.
And you're going to make love to it every night.
Yep. And you're going to paint it purple.
You're going to paint it purple and put a little face on it.
Using berries in your blood.
Yeah.
You're going to put a little face on it using a person's face that you cut off of that person.
Yeah, and just like scream at it, "Why won't you talk to me?" Just every night while you're fucking it. Like,
look at me! Look me in the eye! Why can't you love me how I love you? You're going to develop a very complicated and difficult relationship with that chassis. But you're going to make it work to the best of your ability because it's all you have.
Right.
Your family died in the blast. Your wife is nothing but a memory. It's your wife's face. You killed your wife. You have nothing left. Your children died from the radiation poisoning. You killed your wife because you were really, really, really hungry, and you kept her face and put it on the chassis of a Toyota. That's all you have, and you're going to beg it to love you.
You put your wife on the fucking chassis of a Toyota where you found a fucking the last 3 unopened CD-ROMs of Putt Putt Save the Zoo from like 1995.
Right. Yeah.
And it's all fucking wound up together in your brain. It's just a fucking tangled mess in there.
You've gone mad.
Your wife and the car and the game, it's all the same thing to you now.
Right. And look, honestly, that's better than a lot of lives people are going to lead.
Exactly. And you could be doing that, or you could be alone in a cold basement, aware of your surroundings.
Right. That's no fun.
That's no good.
Yeah. You gotta live in what you can create for yourself.
Exactly. Like, we're describing all this, and you're thinking that it's sad, but like what you're doing is you're creating your own little world.
Right.
You're making a life for yourself.
You gotta do whatever you can to cope.
Exactly. It's commendable, I think.
Yeah. I agree. I think that there's like, there's like, look, there's a lot of worse fates than going mad in a basement and trying to marry Putt Putt using your wife's dead detached face.
Right. Yeah.
It's like you could be running through the wastes being chased by goblins with spears. Mm-hmm. You could be running through the waste being chased by vampires with spears. You could be running through the wastes being chased by spears with spears that have become sentient and throw other spears at you.
You could be running through the wastes getting chased by sentient purple cars.
Right.
And you should be glad that's not happening, because given your whole complex, I feel like that would be pretty upsetting for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Max, this is what's going to happen to you. Congratulations. You've got a life awaiting you.
You've got a whole lot to look forward to.
Yeah, because you're going to live a long time like that.
You're going to live a long time.
Centuries.
You're going to live...
Your genes will be destroyed by radiation to the point where you don't even age anymore. You will become an immortal being, mad in a basement, and in love with a putt-putt with a rotting face stapled to it. That's, and that's a lot better than listen.
That's a lot better than being immortal in a rotting basement, just kind of huddled in a ball staring at the ceiling.
Right. That sounds like a bummer.
You gotta. It's like a puppy with a chew toy. You just gotta keep your mind active.
Right. Exactly.
It's just something to focus on.
Right. That's exactly it. And sure, is it going to be scary sometimes? Is it going to be a little weird sometimes? Yeah, but you won't be alone.
Yeah.
Not inside your mind.
Right.
And look, there's no escape for you, Max.
No.
You will not be able to get out of this basement. Mm-hmm. It is covered with giant rocks.
Yeah, and I'm also assuming that you're probably 10 years younger than us, so you have no fucking idea what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
You don't know what Putt Putt is. And honestly, I was shocked you knew what Putt Putt was. I don't feel like it's that. I know, but I don't feel like it was that ubiquitous.
I don't know.
Was everyone playing Putt Putt?
And when I was a kid, anyone
school, older, anyone younger than 5 years, anyone more than 5 years younger than us has no idea what we're talking about.
It's probably pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you got a real adventure waiting you, Matt.
You're gonna learn about about CD-ROM games from the 90s. You're gonna get really into them.
Yep.
I was gonna say maybe start checking out Putt Putt now, but I don't. I think you don't want to spoil the experience.
Yeah, I have to.
You're gonna go through a whole journey, and I think it needs to happen naturally.
Yeah, I agree. I would say just go on eBay and get yourself an old Macintosh from like 1999.
Yeah,
just get that.
Yeah.
And keep that somewhere because you're gonna need it later.
You're gonna need it.
But the Putt Putts, let that come when it's time.
Okay.
And then your basement will be crushed by giant rocks. There will be no escape. You'll live there for centuries.
And like in between now and then, you see like a Toyota hatchback that speaks to you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe pick it up. Just to have it around.
Pick it.
Pick
it up.
Just a little hint from me to you.
Mm-hmm.
Might be good to have that there.
Yeah.
To have sex with.
Exactly, dude. I really feel like we really helped this person today.
Yeah.
I feel like we really showed them the way in the future.
We showed. I'll say it again. They got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, a lot more than say, than Man.
Than Man
on the Discord server.
What's going on with Man on the Discord server?
Sorry, his name is Robert from Illinois.
Okay.
But his username was Man.
All right.
And his profile picture is, you guessed it, a photo of a man.
Okay.
And I don't know who this man. Something really, really bad just happened. We lost Bobby Sugarbones. And you might be thinking to yourself, who's Bobby Sugarbones? And what does it mean to lose him? And why is it so bad? Pro Tools crashed maybe like 15, 20 minutes ago. And during that time, Chris and I constructed the greatest character who has ever graced the Life in the World to Come canon. And his name was Bobby Sugarbones.
Welcome back to Life in the World to Come, motherfuckers. Look over there. It's a fucking flat cheetah.
Oh, God.
The cheetah was so big.
The gutter clown is dead.
The fucking cheetah was the size of the fucking room. It took up every inch of available space. We were being crushed to death by it just like we wanted.
Oh my God.
And now it's in a puddle.
I'm genuinely so upset.
Look
Chris.
at this deflated cheetah. This fucking empty puddle of cheetah that we're looking at right now.
It's horrible. It's gruesome.
It's a fucking horror show.
It's all skin and bones and fur and
it really truly was some of the best work we've done.
I haven't laughed so hard in months.
I was surprised I saw you laughing that hard, and I was like, damn.
I was losing my fucking mind. And we were answering a very simple question. It was, what's going to happen to Candy? And then Chris and I launched into creating the greatest character that has ever been on this show. Fuck any character we've ever come up with. This man was stellar. He was a greased-up, boneless sack of teeth who slithered under people's doorways to give them what we referred to as Wonka's kiss so that he could eat the bones out of their face. And his name was Bobby Sugarbones, and he was half a listener named Robert from Illinois and half Steven Seagal, and he was great, and none of this does him any justice at all. And I am suicidal right now. I am so upset, Chris.
You know what the rest of this episode is? This is fucking rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
It's a fucking Bobby Sugarbones. Fucking left this world before he ever had a chance to go into it.
Pro Tools crashed while we weren't looking. Because we had to look at this picture of an inflated Chester cheetah. Because we had to have a picture of inflated Chester cheetah up on my laptop. We didn't see that Pro Tools crashed halfway through, not even halfway through, the very beginning inklings.
Right. The second you were about to start making the joke, that would lead to the finest thing we ever did.
Ah! Oh my God, dude. I feel awful. I feel we were about to like wrap up that question, maybe do one more, and then be like, this is our finest work yet. Greatest episode of all time where we can go home and that's it. But now we're just we're just 88 minutes into recording.
No, you know what? It's like
less than half the material we had in terms of quality stuff.
I think what we do is because we can't fake it.
No.
We can't go back. We can't reread the question and try to recreate the magic.
No, we can't.
So I think what we have to do to fill up that time is we have to eulogize him.
Okay.
We have to say, we have to this is the thing that happens.
Yeah.
You and I, we had been going to the doctor for all kinds of treatments. Trying all kinds of stuff, just trying to finally make it work. And we don't know if it's that maybe my sperm count's low, maybe you don't have any eggs left. It's hard to say, but we've been trying so hard. Yeah. And we finally did it. There was a spark of life, and we looked and said, we rubbed the fucking goo on your belly, and we looked at the we looked at the fucking ultrasound. And he was beautiful. He was our beautiful little baby boy, Bobby Sugarbones. He's just in there.
And we watched the screen. We saw him kick. We found out his gender. We loved it. And in that moment, we saw our future together flashing before our eyes. We looked into each other's eyes, tears welling up. We held our hands tight, and we dreamed of what color its eyes would be, what kind of house we would have, what kind of neighborhood we move into. Would the schools be good?
Flash forward 2 months later, 3 months before the expected delivery date, Will is lying on a hospital bed.
Chris bursts into the room. Is it true? Have we lost Bobby Sugarbones? And I don't have the heart to say it. I just curl up. And I let my quiet, heaving shoulders, sobbing in the dark, tell Chris the news. We lost him.
We lost Bobby Sugarbones.
We lost Sugarbones. Bobby Sugarbones, baby. Baby Bobby Sugar baby Bones. He's gone. Gone before he can even be here. And that's why abortion is wrong. What if Bobby Sugarbones had been aborted, huh? Fuck, man.
You don't have to imagine.
Yeah. Right, because it wasn't a miscarriage. I aborted him without Chris's knowledge.
No.
Chris and I have been on the rocks. We're not doing well together. It was my only option.
I know. Yeah, we've been fighting. I've been spending a lot of extra time at work.
Yeah. I suspect that there's an affair.
Right. You found a blonde hair on one of my jackets.
Yeah.
And
a lipstick mark on one of his collars.
And and one night it's midnight. I haven't come home from the office, and you're just sitting there looking at that bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
And it's just and you shouldn't, because you're already 6 months along. And
yeah. And we've
and
loved
even
Bobby
before
Sugarbones.
that, you haven't had a drop to drink in 10 years.
Yeah.
But then I call you and I say, I'm not going to be able to make it home tonight.
And I know it's because of that fucking scuzzball Francine.
Right.
I don't say it, but I know.
Yeah.
And I know because you're just going to be drinking bourbon at your desk with Francine. And you two haven't made love yet. But I know you're going to.
And then you blink and the bottle's half empty. And you're staring at a coat hanger, and that's where I run away.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I couldn't figure out what happened next.
Jesus
I couldn't figure it out.
No,
I couldn't figure it out.
This isn't okay, man. You can't say shit like that. That's fucking horrible. God damn it, Chris! You ran it into the ground. You added a terrible detail, a horrible detail.
You said you did it on purpose.
Yeah, I said it was an abortion, not some terrifying self-mutilating act. I went to the fucking doctor. You made it the darkest tale I've ever heard. And it was bad enough before you said any of that,
We're already grieving. We're both. I'm grieving too, Will.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, we're both going through this. I lost my son today.
I'm sorry. I understand. Grieving is, Curse God for giving us the capacity to love, Because everything ends. Everything ends,
And honestly,
But Bobby Sugarbones didn't even have a chance to start.
but honestly, there is something beautiful and transient about it.
Yeah.
Is that he was too good for this world. He truly was.
Yeah, fucking Pro Tools was like, this is too much power.
He's too perfect and good and beautiful. And is it still recording just to be absolutely sure?
It's
okay.
The track is
I
red.
want to
It's
be
still recording.
Absolutely positive.
Oh, Christ, man.
Oh, boy.
Fucking hell. Where do we go from here?
Well, I don't know, I guess
just hang our heads in despair for the next 20 minutes.
I guess we answer another question.
I guess so.
I mean, we did
point?
technically answer the candy question. We gave you the gist of what we gave you a small window into a beautiful and perfect world in which we answered your question better than we've ever answered any question before.
I like how at no point did we really answer the question.
No, not really.
No, but which only makes this more tragic.
We said the candy is going to be teeth mostly. It's going to be sweet teeth.
In our original question,
did we say that? Did we even mention that in our description of Bobby Sugarbones? Is that's his thing? Is he eats teeth?
No, I think he said he eats teeth.
He eats teeth because they're sweet. He's got sweet tooth.
Right,
sweet teeth.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work now.
Which is why you can't do it a second time.
Right,
we can't. It was beautiful in the moment.
Oh my God. It's like naming your pet after a pet that just died.
Right.
It's like it's not the same pet. Know it's not the same one. I can see the waveforms of where we were screaming about Bobby Sugarbones. It is such a night and day change in level. That's definitely going to be capping like crazy. I like screaming into these condenser mics.
I like how you can visually see our grief on screen.
It's jagged. It looks like grief. All right. Let's check the Discord.
Let's take a look at the Discord.
Dude, I've got nothing. I don't feel right.
That's what
none of these can be Bobby Sugarbones.
We went through a loss, and it's sad and it's tragic. And you know what? I'm gonna name this episode "Rest in Peace, Bobby Sugarhands, Sugarbones." God, he just died and we're already fucking up his name. It's so tragic. It's
And I just want to reach out to Robert from Illinois who asked the question about candy, and I wanted to let you know that in our original answer, you were announced. No, crowned. The first ever question answerer to become part of the canon of this podcast.
You were officially canonized.
You were officially a character.
You were a character on this podcast.
And you will never know who he was.
This isn't a joke that we're saying now to be mean. We actually said that and then it got deleted.
So it doesn't
didn't even get
count.
deleted, it never existed.
It doesn't count now.
It doesn't count, I'm sorry.
But because you were miscarried. Jesus fucking Christ. God, that's sad. I feel bad for Robert from Illinois. He got so close to greatness.
He got so close. He got so close to that, like holding a specific and unique position within the canon of this podcast.
You know what?
And instead, he's just a whisper of a dream. He's just a.
Is it funny if we'd cut out any time like this? Just off mic. This is what I'm basically asking you. Is it funnier if we cut out any description of Bobby Sugarbones that we've made since beginning his eulogy? Because I feel like that might be funnier if we just talk about how we lost Bobby Sugarbones and we just never explain who he was.
I mean, it is funny, but in a very real way, I want people to know that he existed.
I do too.
I want people. I need people to carry on the story of Bobby Sugarbones.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He
needs to
people need to understand that he was among us for
exactly
a brief period.
In order to truly understand the scope of the loss, they need to know. God. Our beautiful and precious boy died before his time.
This is truly the greatest loss this podcast has ever seen.
It's
like,
so fucked up.
Like it really is.
It's so crazy. It's so like I can't express how fucking well it was going.
It was going
so well. We were fucking tuned in. We were both on. We were both cracking up like crazy. And it just none of it existed. And we couldn't tell because on top of the fucking Pro Tools was a picture of fucking fat Chester Cheetah.
All because we needed to visualize the gutter clown that is this podcast. I blame the gutter clown. I blame this imaginary gutter clown.
No, it's all part of God's plan. Because if we hadn't brought up if we hadn't brought up that picture, then the flow of the podcast would have been different. And Bobby Sugarhands.
Oh God. Ugh, I hate him. What did you just say to me? You just said he. Yeah. Did you not?
Yeah. Fucking. Bobby Sugarbones. What the fuck was I saying? I don't remember.
Oh God.
It's better for him to have lived and died to have never have lived at all. That's kind of where I'm at with it.
That's so true.
And he's with Jesus now. He's up in heaven next to God.
No.
He's at God's hand now.
No, God's at his.
Yeah.
I
fucking
like him more.
Damn fucking straight, dude.
Yeah. He's at heaven and God is kissing his feet in welcome.
Amazing grace. The sound that saved.
21 gun salute for Bobby Sugarbones. I'm laying a flag on his casket. I'm throwing my body on his casket as they lower it into the ground. My black veil blowing in the wind.
Bury me with Bobby Sugarbones.
My mascara running down my cheeks. It's a fucking My Chemical Romance music video up in this bitch right now. So long and good night, Bobby Sugarbones. People are wailing in the aisles at his funeral. Oh my God.
Oh man. How are we doing on time? Do we feel it? Was this good?
We should just one more
do
question.
one more question.
One more question.
Let's get one. Did we start saying one and then stop? I forget.
I don't know.
Let's find a question.
This next question we'll be answering in honor of the memory of Bobby Sugarbones.
This one goes out to Bobby B.
Okay, so we've got a pair of questions here that I think is kind of interesting, and maybe intentionally in a way that I don't appreciate.
Okay,
but also there's a user flurp. Okay, so there's a user named not subretinal.
Okay,
Chris and Will there be doppelgangers, face stealers, or similar entities in the world to come? How can I protect myself against that? That's from Subretinal. Then there's a user named Not Subretinal.
Interesting.
Saying, Dear Chris and Will, hypothetically, if I was a doppelganger or had a doppelganger, how would I best convince people that I'm the original? From Not Subretinal.
Interesting. You know what? Honestly, Will.
Yeah, no.
Look, normally I'd be upset.
Yeah.
Normally I'd be like, this person is they're trying to get out there. They're trying to make their own jokes.
Yeah.
But I lost a child today.
Right.
I'm feeling and I can't bring myself to hate this person.
I'm feeling grateful for all connection.
Right.
They're just
out there. They're just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, they're making a little joke. I bet they don't even expect us to read it on the podcast.
No, I think
they're just doing a little gag for their
little thing for the Discord server.
Gag for their friends in the Discord server.
And you know, I know what it's like to. I mean, you cherish your friends while you have them.
You gotta cherish your friends,
and you share in whatever laughs you can share with them. And so,
you know, in a weird way, this actually does circle back and answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
Which don't watch out for your doppelganger.
Right.
If you're a doppelganger, you don't have to trick anybody.
Yeah.
You just be honest with yourself and be true to your heart. And fucking just you gotta make friends with your doppelganger.
Yeah.
Just like make friends with your doppelganger and like just do nice stuff with them.
It's gonna be hard to find like-minded people who you have stuff in common with in the world to come. It's gonna be hard to find your person.
Yeah.
Find yourself. If you can connect with your doppelganger, don't worry about who the real one is.
Yeah.
Shit, do you know you're the real one now?
Exactly.
Who is the real you?
Mm-hmm.
What defines us other than the people around us and who we choose to share our lives with?
And you don't know when someone might not realize that the podcast isn't recording and just evaporate from existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know when that's gonna happen.
So
just cherish your friends, or extra dimensional entities who look like you.
Yeah, because look, if, like I said, it's hard to find people you have something in common with. You know who you have the most in common with is you.
Yeah.
If you can find another you who shows up from another dimension, or is made out of sentient clay that is trying to overcome the world, to take over the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Befriend them. Don't worry about convincing anybody else that you're the real one or trying to defeat them or anything like that. Be real together and love each other while you still can. I have nothing else to say.
You know,
Here, let's try and answer another question, okay? Let's try and answer another one. Okay, hold on. Okay, so wants to know, hey guys, what are going to be some delicacies / cool foods to try in the world to come? I'm guessing it's mostly going to be whatever we can find, but are there any recipes that are going to be particularly worth trying?
Well,
thanks.
Well, you're gonna want to find.
It's okay.
You're gonna want to teeth or. You want to try teeth? They're fucking delicious.
We try teeth.
You want to try teeth?
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Here's what you're gonna want to do.
Yeah.
Get rid of your bones. Grease yourself up. Slide under a doorway.
Fucking grease yourself up. Eat your own bones. You gotta eat all your bones, and then you don't have any bones anymore. And then you can get greased up and slide under your doorway, you know. And then you can perch over people's beds like a sleep paralysis demon, and you eat their teeth out of your mouth. And you know, you're listening to that and you're thinking, what? And just don't
do
question
it.
Just
do it.
Just do it for me.
Do it for us.
Do it for me in the memory of our beautiful baby boy.
Delicacies, cool foods, people's teeth. Just eat them right, but you gotta promise to eat them right out of his mouth.
You gotta eat them right.
Don't take them out first.
No, you gotta get
mouth to mouth.
You gotta you need to taste the spit. You gotta taste.
You gotta taste the spit. There's a lot for the flavor.
Spit as you fucking chomp people's teeth out of their mouths. You gotta eat people's sweet teeth. You just gotta do it. You gotta eat them. And
if you have trouble holding them down so that you can do that without your bones, put some twigs and leaves inside your arms so you got a little more strength.
And if your name is like Kevin or Trent or just like basically anything that isn't Robert, I don't want to hear about it.
Or just try try going by Robert. See what happens.
Just try to go by Robert.
Maybe you like that.
Just maybe try by Robert. You know. Hey, you know, this is crazy, but I bought all these baby clothes, and I just want to see how. Do you think they would look? You think maybe? How do you think you would look in this? Yeah, no, no, Bobby, no talk. Shh. No, you're safe, Bobby. I'm never gonna let anything happen to you again. Just,
eat teeth. That's
just do it for me.
Got another question from somebody named Kerm.
Okay.
And Kerm says, hey, do you guys have any advice for surviving retcons in the world to come? How can we prevent ourselves from getting retconned? It's not fucking funny, dude.
It's too soon.
It's too
soon. You know? Okay, I lost my son today. Okay? I lost my son!
This is such a weird bit now.
It's so weird.
This is such a fucking weird bit.
It's honestly, it's only like 70% a bit. It's like I'm grieving Bobby Sugarbones in a very real way.
Yeah. No,
and I'm gonna be honest. I feel better. I feel like I've grieved, and I feel like it helped.
I have to say,
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say it. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, no, I know what you're gonna say, and I wouldn't say it either. But I do think, you know what I think's happening right now.
What?
I think this whole time. I think since the second that the thing stopped recording, Bobby Sugarbones has been here. He's been with us, with a hand on our shoulders, and I think right now he's sitting up in heaven, and he looks over at Jesus on one side, and fucking Evil Knievel or something on the other.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
and they didn't need me after all.
Hey Chris,
they're gonna be just fine.
I'm gonna go out to the shed.
Yeah.
And get a snow shovel so I can, get this dead sheet of
we gotta
get off the ground.
Yeah.
You know what?
Right.
I don't think our podcast is a dead sheet of gutter clown.
No.
Our podcast is Bobby Sugarbones.
You can't see, but I kissed my finger and pointed it towards the sky.
I'm gonna pour one out for Bobby.
Pour one out
on the carpet.
Rest in peace, Bobby Sugarbones.
Pepsi out on the carpet for
all
Bobby
right.
Sugarbones.
I think we end it here. I think this is a good place to end it.
117 minutes. Yeah, it's time. Time to lay this episode to rest.
Listen, you can, if you want to listen to more of this.
Yeah.
You can find it on Podbean, Spotify, wherever. You want to support us on Patreon? You can do that. lifeintheworldtocome. Patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome. You can buy our merch. I'm sure we will find some way to benefit financially from the death of our son. There's fucking no way there's not going to be some kind of Bobby Sugar Hands thing up there. Maybe not right away, but soon.
Yeah.
And be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
You know, every day is precious, and every life is precious. You know, and anytime you hear a kind of a rattle in the distance, or you feel you hear the sound of a bag of just like a skin bag full of teeth greasing itself under a bedroom door. You just know that's old Bobby Sugarbones.
That's old Bobby Sugarbones.
That's old Bobby Sugarbones out there.
And here's what you do: if you hear the sound of old Bobby Sugarbones clattering across the ground, sliding, you leave out a jar of pomade for him so he can do up his pompadour. Leave out a jar of pomade for his pomp, and leave out a little rag so he can wipe down his sunglasses.
Leave out a jar of pomade and a big bottle of coconut oil for Bobby Sugarbones. All right, let's end this. Push the button.
Oh, we forgot to mention also our intro and outro music.
Oh, intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers.
And lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com, patreon.com, and we're gonna have ads soon.
We're gonna probably start doing ads soon.
Yeah.
That'll be something.
Yeah, we're gonna monetize this incredibly
I'm moving
don't
soon,
feel
and
right.
I don't have a lot of money, so we're gonna monetize this.
Keep your ear to the ground for potential live appearances from Chris and I.
Ooh, we're
doing
telling them
something.
already.
I don't know. I just said keep your ear to the ground. I didn't say it was going to happen. I just said take your head, mush it up against the fucking ground, and just
listen,
see if you hear us.
Wait. Put your head on the floor.
And wait.
And wait until you hear our names called to you.
It may be 6 to 8 weeks. It may be 3 to 4 months. You may never hear it. But keep it there just
you
in
don't
case.
want to. You don't want to fucking miss it.
Miss
whatever it's going to be. All right. Rest in peace, Bobby. We'll never forget
peace,
you.
Bobby Sugarbones. Goodbye. Goodbye,
Bobby.
Good night, sweet prince.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
When you're caught in a very bad dream, don't ever feel like you couldn't come clean. When you're sick to the taste and the way the world's the news around you, just leave out a way. Let me tell you, I love you the most. And sing lullabies, make you feel like you're not alone. And sing lullabies.